I don't know about you, but I am absolutely sick and tired.
And here at Discover Leadership Training, we have the antidote for that. I'm your host, Eric Brown, and with me, Mr. Mike Jones.
All right, man, what's up? We got the antidote, huh?
Yes, sir. It's some smoking hot shit about to drop.
We got the answer.
Yes, sir.
We got the magic grail.
Yes, sir.
We're going to hook them up?
Let's go.
All right, let's hook them up. Hey, man, thank y'all for being here. Absolutely going to encourage you to listen with the intent to be influenced, because I know that you will benefit from this because of something that is going on in your life or something that will be going on in your life in the future. So I absolutely want to take a moment to say that you will never, I said never, be able to become sick enough to help a sick person get well. So what do you mean by that, Mike Jones? Those of y'all that are out there managing relationships with negative people, that's going to be my first example. They are choosing to be negative. They are choosing to be pessimistic. They are choosing to see the bad and the worst in everything. I don't care how negative you get, you are not going to allow that person to be positive. So I'm encouraging you to be able to recognize in your relationships when that person is making the choice to be sick. And if they are making the choice to be sick, you will never be able to become sick enough to help that sick person get well.
Yeah, but Mike, I've heard people say that at least listening to them vent helps them feel better.
You know, Eric, and I've heard that as well. And here's the coaching that I've given to people who have said things like that to me. When you are allowing somebody to vent that toxicity, that negativity to you, and you are being a sounding board for that, you are ingesting that into your spirit. Ask yourself the question. Once you have listened to them, once you've been that sounding board, once they have gotten it off their chest and now it's on yours, what benefit is that to you and what benefit is that to them? If you're still not talking about a resolve, a solution, a positive outcome moving forward, what is the purpose of projecting the toxicity and the negativity through conversation?
Yeah, so you're saying it just brings up more negativity in that conversation while you're having it.
But see, bro, this ain't algebra, y'all. In algebra, you can apply a positive to a negative and get a positive. This ain't algebra. This is life. If you are applying negative, you are going to get negative as a result. Everything in this universe creates a likeness of itself. If you are stuck in negativity, if you are stuck in a pessimistic mindset, if you are only looking for what's wrong, if you are blaming others for everything that is going on in your life and accepting no personal responsibility for it, then you are the sick person. Nobody is ever going to become sick enough to help you get well. When you make the choice to be well, when you make the choice to be more optimistic, when you make the choice to be more positive, then to thine own self, you are healing yourself in the context of this conversation. No one outside of you has the power or the ability to do that.
So you're saying that you matter, that you count, and that the choices that you're making are driving that.
I'm saying that every last one of us matters, Eric Brown. Every last one of us counts. Every choice that you make counts. Every attitude that you demonstrate counts. Every behavior that you demonstrate matters. So encouraging you in this present moment, my coaching to you in this present moment is to absolutely be aware of what you are creating in the world.
So, Mike, I've heard you say that the largest energy prevails. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, well, see, here's an example, Eric. There is one company that we have been working with for many, many years. And over the years, what I have observed is a shift in their culture. The shift occurred because once we hit what we refer to as critical mass in the organization, a tipping point occurred. Now, they have what they refer to as a game changer culture. They have identified what their game changer culture is going to look like. They have allowed us to bring in our training and absolutely work with a large number of people in the company. Now, not everybody has shifted their mindset in this particular company from a negative to a positive. However, when we reached critical mass, when we hit the tipping point, what happens was the biggest energy in that environment became more positive. It became more of the norm for people to be positive. It became more of the norm for people to accept personal responsibility. It became more of the norm for individuals to be able to support each other. So, any environment that you're in, if the predominant energy in the environment is negative, then that negative energy is what's going to prevail. If the predominant energy in the environment is positive, then that positive energy is going to prevail. The biggest energy in the environment will prevail.
Yeah, but Mike, I've been taught that positive and negative are polar opposites.
Yeah, and that is absolutely not true in the context of this conversation, Eric. You know this, y'all. You've heard me say it many times. There are 86,400 seconds in every day. Both positive and negative exist in every last one of them. The reason that we know that that is true is because when you are assessing something as positive, you are comparing it to something that is negative. Conversely, when you are assessing something as negative, you are comparing it to something that is positive. So in all 86,400 seconds of every day, both positive and negative exist in every one of those moments. My question to you is, which one are you choosing? To be a healthy, positive self, or to be a negative, sick self? Which are you choosing?
Yeah, so Mike, if you have somebody who's choosing to be sick, what do you do with that?
Well, I mean, so my question to you is, what would you do with it? Because my answer, if you're asking me personally, is I am going to do everything that I can to make sure that that person is aware of some positive choices. If they continue to choose negative and they are now aware that they're choosing negative, then I am not going to participate in that sick, toxic relationship. I am absolutely going to eradicate that from my life because that is not anything that's going to benefit me in my life moving forward.
You heard it here first, On the Edge with Mike Jones.
Absolutely, man. And if you're not out on that edge, I mean, being a powerful self, then you're taking up far too much room.
Here we go now.